If you're looking to get yourself a good-looking, compact, and fast-producing iron farm, well then you come to the right video. And if you're wondering how much iron this can produce, well let's just take a peek into this chest. Welcome back, guys, to our Minecraft Skyblock 1.18 Let's Play series. I really do appreciate all the support on this series, but today in Skyblock with this iron farm, I needed a place to put it. And I needed to put it a distance away from our villager farm that we have. Otherwise, the farm would not work out. So I decided to build out in a diagonal direction. So I went ahead and built this diamond-type bridge pattern. I don't know what you would call this, but I went ahead and made it about 3 blocks wide. And now we can start our villager farm. By the way, for this farm, I am using Waddle's farm, and this farm worked extremely well, so props to him. So I'm so glad I used his tutorial over somebody else's. So to start your iron farm, like I said, what you're going to want to do is build it away from the villager farm, any villager farm around you. From my experience and what I built here, I'm not even that far away from a villager farm, so don't think you have to be hundreds of blocks away. So to start your iron golem farm, you want to give yourself a little bit of height. 10 to 20 blocks should be fine because the iron golems are going to be slowly dropping in. So you don't want your bottom layer to be underground. Unless you want to make it underground, go for it. So once you got about 10 to 20 blocks up in the air, the block you built up with is going to be where your zombie is placed. But we'll get there a little later. So what you're going to want to do is build out 4 blocks on 3 sides. That last side is going to be your front side. That's going to be facing you essentially. So whatever side you want to be facing you, don't put one of these blocks on. So you're going to go 4 blocks as you can see out, and then you're going to break the one closest to the block your zombie is going to be on. And you should have a design like this. Next up, you can go and get yourself some glass. Glass isn't necessary, but if you want to see the inside of your mob farm and actually make it look cool, I highly suggest doing it. Ignore any other blocks on the side. Since I'm in survival, I have to build up with blocks myself. So if you see any temporary blocks or something I didn't talk about, go ahead and just ignore that. So from your center block that you built up with, you're going to place a temporary block above it and then put glass around that and go ahead and break it. And that is where your zombie is going to be placed into. If you're playing along in Skyblock with me, the librarians sell glass for emeralds if you're looking to get some, as well as a name tag, in which you're going to need later on. Once you got that done, we're going to be going to the outside sides and place glass around those as well. So make sure you're extending the glass out one and not placing it on your end cobblestone block. So you're going to bring that all the way around so the corner of your one glass is touching the other. You're going to do this on all of the 3 sides. Wrap it all the way around so it covers it up, and the third side as well. Come around and wrap that in just like that. The corners that are open, you can leave those open. You don't need to place a glass down there, and you should have a design somewhat like this. I know it's kind of hard to see because it is glass. After that, I just put some cobblestone wall there temporarily so you can see the outline of what I'm trying to do here. But after you got that glass placed down, what you're gonna do is go all the way around that same glass and build up 2 more glass blocks up all the way around. As you can see, go ahead and build that all the way around, connecting each one. One thing you don't have to place glass on is that block, as well as the other ones surrounding where your zombie is gonna go in the middle there. Once you've done that, you can grab yourself 3 beds and place them down in the far back of your little rooms there. After that, you can get yourself a water bucket. You can do this now or a little bit later and go ahead and place it where your soon-to-be zombie will be. After that, what you are going to need to do is get some iron on your own, which is kind of funny because you're building something that gives you iron, but yet you need the iron, which is why you're making it. You're going to need to get yourself an anvil. If you're playing on Skyblock, you can do that by making a villager farm and killing the iron golems that just spawn there. What you're going to need to do is get yourself a name tag and make sure to name it whatever you want, because now we're on to the hardest part of the iron golem farm, which is getting a zombie and 3 villagers into your iron farm. So once you have your name tag, get yourself a zombie. There are many ways to do this. I just found that making a small staircase is very easy to do, and it actually works quite well. You go in front of it, you climb up, he will do the same. Their AI has gotten pretty good, so he'll just climb up all by himself. What I didn't mention is you can get yourself a trap door. They will fall into that trap door, and as you lead him up here, kind of lead him into the trap by putting walls on the sides. And as he walks into the trap door, go ahead and place 2 blocks right in front of him, and he'll fall straight in there. After, I'm sure you were stressing out about getting a zombie in here, but you finally did. Very important part is make sure you get that name tag. What this name tag will do will keep him undespawnable. Undespawnable will make him not be able to despawn. That's probably better. If you don't name tag him, if you walk 20 blocks away, this zombie's just gonna despawn and you won't have a zombie anymore. So make sure you get yourself a name tag. After that, you can just add a cover on top of the trap door temporarily. And after that, you're gonna have to get yourself 3 villagers. And if you didn't build it too high up in the air, this will be a lot easier than you think. So there's many ways you can do this. Minecart and rails, but since I'm on Skyblock, that's a lot more harder to do. If you're playing on survival, that might not be a bad option, but I'm hoping you built this near a villager farm. I know I said not to build it near one, but I'm hoping you built it at least within a certain proximity to actually, you know, get villagers that you need for the farm, which I'm assuming you knew that already. But what I've done here is grab 3 villagers, made some fence all the way to the iron farm, and what you can do is just take 3 beds. They will recognize that there's a bed. Make sure to do this at night. It's a lot easier. Once you place a bed down, they'll recognize that bed and walk over to it by themselves. Once they get there, just break the bed, as you can see that I'm doing. Move it farther away. He'll keep walking towards it, and you'll finally get them to your mob farm. Once you get far enough, you can also also close the fence so they can't go back any farther. And once you do this was kind of on accident. I broke the bed and the villager jumped over the fence and started walking up all by himself. And I was kind of surprised on how easy it was. He recognized the bed. I tried to build up so I could see him going into it. And look at that. Without any problems, went straight into the bed all by himself. So it's way easier than you think. If your iron farm is not too far away, as you can see like mine, they can recognize that. They will walk up, go into their little new home, and you finally have the hardest part of the mob farm done. Okay, so now this is very important. Once you got the villagers inside their little homes, go ahead and place a torch inside of each one. You should have a block available in front. This is very important, otherwise zombies can spawn in that one block and kill your villagers like that. Next up, we're gonna build the platform where iron golems are gonna spawn on. Just ignore the wood that I have here for right now. I just placed that on top of there so that nothing walked into the villager farm on me. Now you're gonna go ahead and build out 7 blocks on 2 sides. Start with a corner end glass block. That'll be your first one, and build out 7, as you can see, just like I am. And that should bring you to a block right before your glass block. After that, you're gonna wrap around and build out 7 on the other side. Just go ahead and copy exactly what I'm doing. Make sure you're counting the 1 block you already placed down. And then what we're gonna do is fill this all in. So go ahead and bridge over and connect it to your other cobblestone. The wood I placed down I destroyed because now our cobblestone is gonna be placed over that. And once you fill that in, you should have a 7x7 platform. Once you have that, simply place another layer on top of that. Simple as that. And then once you have that, we're gonna get ourselves some stairs. And go ahead and build a layer of stairs on this side of your build. Just like that. Then you can go ahead and continue with your cobblestone and then extend out 3 more blocks. You can fill that all the way in until just before your last glass blocks, because that's where you're gonna place 3 stairs, as you can see. Once you have that, it's time for the walls. You can go ahead and build out 1 block, place your wall on top of that, and go ahead and break it. And you're gonna go ahead and wrap that all the way around. Go ahead and bring it all the way down. Place it 1 block over your stair and then bring it down. Connect the other side right to your first stair. Then go ahead and wrap this all the way around, 1 out from your stair layer so it matches up with your other stairs. And there you have it. Now it's time for the hoppers and the chest storage. Watch very carefully here. What you're going to want to do is build out 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, from the end cobblestone block where the head of the bed is, and go ahead and place a double chest leading out from that, as you can see. Then go ahead and break all that cobblestone because you don't need it here anymore. And once again, you're gonna need even more iron for your hoppers. I know it sucks. You need a lot of iron to make an iron farm, but that's just how it's gonna go. And you're gonna have 9 hoppers. Place the first one leading into the chest by right-clicking and make sure it's showing that it's going into the chest, and then go ahead and lead each hopper into the other hoppers, and the hopper should be right in line with the glass, as you can see. And there you have it, just like that. Once you have that, we're gonna add some walls on the outside. Go ahead and use a temporary block so you can place one out from there, and you can swing that cobblestone wall or whatever kind of block you want all the way around to the other side. And then your walls that you built above, you can connect those over and repeat the same pattern as I just showed you before. And what you can do is connect the corner of the walls down to make it look cool all the way around as well. Once you get to this wall, as you can see, it's going to be 1 higher. So you can just connect that over and bring it down, and there you have it. After that, you can fill it in with some glass panes or whatever you would like. I myself love to be able to see through it, so that's what I decided to use. You can keep one side open so you can go in and out for now. Then if you're in survival, go ahead and place some temporary blocks, make a small staircase up, and get yourself 12 signs. What you're going to do is the block over from the stairs, you're going to go ahead and place some signs down. If you do not know, you can right click on a sign and it will place it over, as you can see right here. Place 3 of those down, and there you go. This will stop the water from going over the edge into your lava and ruining your lava source or your iron farm in general. Then go ahead on your bottom glass layer, do the same thing with your signs. You're gonna need 9 of them here. You can go ahead and remove the staircase that you just built and place those 9 signs on your 2 glass blocks and your 3rd one on your wall all the way across. Then you can go ahead and close it off with the rest of your glass panes. Then we're gonna move on to our almost final step, which is getting our water down. It's much easier if you grab 2 water buckets, get yourself an unlimited water source up here with you. It'll save you a lot of time. And then go ahead and place your water down. As you can see, the signs are stopping the water, which is exactly what you want. Go ahead and use the water and make it even. Place it on the 3 blocks so it's a smooth, solid water source going straight down. After that, you're going to do the exact same thing on this side over here as well. Go ahead and add a water source on each block so it looks really smooth. And then you can go ahead and break your unlimited water source because you are done here. Just make sure not to forget your source water block that your unlimited water source formed that I did by accident. Just place blocks to remove that. And your water should look exactly like mine does. It evenly flows off the stair into the other one, which is going to force the iron golem to come down, drop past the stairs, and move towards the lava. Make sure it looks exactly like this. Then you're going to need 1 lava source, in which in this skyblock map, there are 2 of them. If you're in a survival world, lava will be a lot easier. But once you have that lava, carefully shift to the edge of your stair here and go ahead and right click that down in the middle of your sign, and that'll spread to the outside evenly, and you, my friend, have yourself an iron farm. Then the last thing you have have to do is break the blocks on the 3 sides that make eye contact with the villager and the zombie, as you can see right here. You can go ahead and break all 4 of those around. The zombie will not be able to get out. Just don't break the ones above this. And this is exactly what you want. These villagers that are running back and forth, these are scared villagers. This is exactly what you want to see. If it for some reason isn't working, wait until nighttime and wait till they enter their bed or they're sleeping. Then go ahead and break the blocks and they should be scared again. Feel free to leave in the comments if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. But if you see them running, it should work properly. And within seconds, you will have yourself an iron golem that spawned on the outside of the iron farm. But that's because I didn't remove all my blocks yet, which I will, so don't worry. So make sure to remove any other blocks that you have. So the only way of spawning is in the water, because that's what you want. So I went ahead and broke all my blocks that I had bridging up to it. And then I built up. I went ahead and watched up here for a little bit. There you go. An iron golem spawns in the water, gets carried all the way down into the lava, drops into the lava, and will burn to death in there. And if you're wondering if lava's gonna burn up your iron, it won't, because you built it up a layer in which when it drops iron, it drops it by its feet. So it's below the lava, so you're fine. And you, my friend, have yourself a fantastically working iron farm, which if you leave it on overnight, you're gonna have yourself some double chests full of iron, as you can see, just like that. After that, I went ahead and built some stairs up and made myself a small platform so I could access the iron in the chests a lot easier, and there we are. Then I went ahead and broke all the fences that I used to get all these villagers in. I bet you the time lapse looks pretty satisfying. I haven't seen it yet. But after I've done all that, let's go ahead and check how much iron we got. An entire stack in literally 5 minutes or so. So that's what you can expect out of this farm. It's gonna work fantastic. Once again, I want to thank Waddles for the tutorial that I used to follow along and make. So feel free to go check out his channel if you would like. And if you're wondering how far away you can be with them still spawning, I'm all the way over in my other villager farm. And as you can see, they will spawn just fine. You can be quite a ways away and this iron farm will still work. But there you have your nice and working iron farm. Hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. And if you did and it helped you out, please do drop a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, feel free to for some more tutorials on Skyblock. I just gotta also say this is for Java Edition. Waddles did say this won't work for Bedrock Edition. I don't know if 1.18 will change that, but that's just a heads up. So it'll guarantee to work on Java Edition. I'm not too sure about Bedrock though. But thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.